At this morning's session of the Development and Planning Commission, concerns were once again raised over size and mass of the building proposed for the site of the Devil's Tongue. The proposed build is a 17-storey high building with glass facades. It would house 79 apartments, with 26 of these as part of an apart hotel. The building would also house retail spaces, offices, an underground car park and a public open space. And as part of works to the surrounding area, the developer has also proposed to reopen the original gate to the Old Mole, which would provide an alternative entry point into town. Outline planning permission for the development had originally been granted in 2019, but a request to have this extended was refused in 2020, following the general election. Speaking at the DPC this morning, the Deputy Chief Minister said the development was not in keeping with the government's Green Gibraltar promise, and said developers needed to reconcile plans with this. Town planner Paul Origo, however, highlighted that the applicant had designed the project based on advice, guidance and recommendations made by the DPC prior to the general election and the introduction of the Green Gibraltar policy by the GSLP Liberals. He said the project had initially been granted outline planning permission by a majority, with 7 voting in favour, 2 abstaining and 1 objection, and that subsequent changes made were based on the advice given by the DPC at the time, even if some members might have changed their views since the election of 2019. Mr. Origo then proposed for the application to be deferred so that the developer could address the concerns of this government, and he said the concerns of the people who voted for this government. And during a lengthy discussion, the Deputy Chief Minister said that while the project had many positives, it did not coincide with the government's post-election policies for a greener Gibraltar. Other issues were raised: the proposed development's footprint, which includes land which is still owned by other parties, including the government and a private concern, with negotiations for the land still ongoing. At the conclusion of the meeting, a request to defer the application was made by the developer and was agreed to, with the developer, government, DPC members and relevant stakeholders to meet in order to find a suitable resolution and develop a scheme that will be amenable to all parties.